They are in their pink third kit shirts, the white shorts and the pink socks. Spurs in their normal home strip, white shirts, blue shorts, white socks. Spurs have lost this season to both Leicester and Ipswich here at Tottenham Hotspur. Can it be the promoted team's hat-trick? Pedro Porro out-swinging right foot towards the back post, free header, and it's a great save from the former Arsenal keeper at Tottenham. Aaron Ramsdale does brilliantly. The ball came hanging across the penalty area. As it fell, there was a diving header 8 yards out. Now Saints have got their first chance to come forward and their fans are enjoying it as well. Archer spread it out to the right to Walker-Peters. Here's Dibbling in the box on the right-hand side. Little drop of the shoulder. Left-footed cross to back post and the volley comes in from Aribo. And it was well saved by Vicario at his near post. And now Southampton can keep the pressure on. Fernandes tries to cross, hits the defender, comes back out to him. Spain against Portugal there, Porro blocking it. Manning crosses once more, that one's short of its intended target. Danger over, good play from Saints.
Yeah, good play there, good face of play there, and a good cross from Tyler Dibbling to the back post. Sulemana comes in there and smashes the ball into the keeper and post at him.
Yeah, but it hit the post, did it? Here's the overlap from Spence at the other end. This could be trouble, and it is trouble! And Brennan Johnson lashes it into the top of the net. Running onto it, first time left-footed for his 10th Premier League goal of the season. And Southampton had the warnings on that far side. Spurs have been ripping them apart at the right-back position, and they've done it again. And the pull-back in was perfect. And Johnson scores, and Spurs boss Ange Postecoglou breathes a huge sigh of relief. Maddison has been a nightmare for Saints so far. Spence just over halfway, operating as the left back this afternoon, remember. And he plays it infield nicely as well to Maddison. Just gets a shirt tug from Uga Chukwu, who might go into the book here. Maddison's certainly asking. He's not supposed to ask, and he's not the captain. So Uga Chukwu gets the yellow card, and Maddison gets his way. I'm not a fan of them asking the referee for it, but it happens. So 26, they're supposed to get booked if they ask for it.
He asked nicely, that's probably
I'd be surprised. Porro on this right-hand side, 10 yards outside the box, curls it deliciously left-footed, and Ramsdale makes another great save. Solanke bearing down, and the two former Bournemouth teammates coming together. I think it was Solanke, it might have been Romero.
It was Romero, came on the back post, he's dangerous. Header from 2 yards, hits his head at him. That's it, straight in the head.
Great save as the ball played to Porro, who's been good so far. The Spanish player drives down the right, gets dragged down by Fernandes. No yellow card. 33rd minute, free kick for Porro out on the right again. They've been dangerous, especially with Romero. The ball goes up to the back post once more. It's nodded down, and that's 2-0. And Bergvall has his first Premier League goal. He just stuck out a boot, and it almost came off his toe and just dolloped past Ramsdale as he was coming the other way. Very simple finish for the teenage Swede. And it is 2-0, and you can't argue with the scoreline. Spurs cruising, they lead Southampton by 2-0, and Saints already, after just over half an hour, are absolutely heading back down to the Championship. There's a VAR check, though, for offside. So let's have a look. We're having to just wait. I mean, it doesn't look offside to me. There's an arm sticking out, but I don't think that's a goal-scoring part of the body. What do you think? You've got to be interfering with play as well.
They collide on the head of
Romero, maybe. Offside it is, finally. Romero offside, and it is miraculously, after nearly 8 minutes now, still only 1-0 to Spurs. Right, sliding challenge from Bednar. It doesn't get there to stop Solanke, who lays it off down this right wing for Johnson. Johnson's cross is nice. Ball headed up in the air, pinged off the head of, I think, Fernandes. And then suddenly Johnson can get in, skips it past Ramsdale. Where was everybody? No one was watching. And they just watched him go in behind the defence and toe poke it gently past Ramsdale. Almost like everyone else had stopped playing. And the ball just lobbed over the defence. And Johnson scored. Now it is 2-0.
I think that goal sums up the whole situation with the football club at the moment. Passive, everyone's passive, no one's being aggressive, losing challenges, and then no one takes responsibility. Johnson just runs in, and he doesn't even run, he jogs in, sticks his leg out, the ball rolls into the corner. It's absolutely ludicrous goal, Adam. From the cross to what happens there.
Dibbling now up against Spence, who gets some help. They double up on him with Son. So what's he going to do? He's going to pass it back to Walker-Peters. Spurs happy to keep them outside of the box. Here's Joe Rebo, back to Fernandez. He might fancy a shot here. He does shoot, and Vicario gathers it. And the Saints fans with rich applause. That's very good of them, I think. And Fernandez doing his best. Wellington for Manning is an easy straight swap. Let's see what Wellington can do in a back four. Well, he was a full-back more than a wing-back, really, in Brazil.
I think so too.
He got tested by Brennan Johnson as the defender falls over. Harwood Bellis, Solanke turns into the penalty area. Good save by Ramsdale. I didn't want me to be the kiss of death, saying that Solanke's only scored once since Christmas. And the referee's going to give a free kick to Spurs here. Ramsdale made the save initially, then rushed out. Spurs are trying to take a quick free kick. What on earth is going on?
Solanke turns Bednarek and gets a little bit wrong, but then he gets the shot up, which is very, very good. And the save is as good as well. And then he runs off for the ball to catch his rebound. Does he touch it with his hand?
I'm not sure he does do anything wrong. And then Solanke trips him. I'm not sure he did handle it outside the box.
He's given free kick to...
Well, I think he let go of it on purpose.
Oh, he does touch him with his hand. It should have been there.
It's like a short corner here. The ball almost at the line where the penalty line hits the dead ball line. It's curled backwards towards the back post. It's where Spurs have been dangerous. Romero at the back post all day has been dangerous. And now Wilson Odobert has it. The former Burnley man tackled cleanly. And the ball goes out for a throw. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Saints players in pink socks and green bibs, all warming up on the touchline. As Sulemana gets it, drives into the box. No one wants to tackle him. He shoots, saved by Vicario. Comes back out to the edge of the box, and Ugo Chukwu slides and slips and misses as he's volleying the ball. And that's a bit of a disaster for Saints. The Saints clear their lines. We are getting ever closer to them being put out of their misery, but Sulemana's trying to end on a high here. He's driving 30-40 yards with the ball. Well into the half now. He squares a lovely ball to Sugawara in the box. Make a decision. He fires. Vicario just about saves it. It deflected a little bit, but that's better from Saints. And Sugawara at least had a shot, which had some venom on it. And Vicario had to deal with a slight deflection off his defender, but managed to. But Saints have a tiny lifeline here, not for survival in the Premier League, but least of the game.
Yeah, and he makes a run into the box, and that's the difference, Adam. He makes an effort to get in there. And good chest down, a good pass from Sulemana. No one marks him, chested down between the legs of the keeper. Left foot shot cuts inside on this left footer, shoots between two. I think he shoots between Spence's legs as well, and then the keeper's legs. And
we're into the last minute of stoppage time, everybody. The sort of post-match, post-mortem will happen when the final whistle goes. We'd like you to join in, please. Get many thoughts as you can into us as they get robbed in the middle of the park, and Wilson Odobert comes away with the ball. Odobert 30 yards out, thinks about the shot, squares it on the outside in the end for Johnson, who's on a hat-trick. He gets cleanly... Well, we thought he got cleanly tackled, but it looks like the last action of the game is going to be a penalty to Spurs, given away by Wellington on Johnson, and he might now get his hat-trick. And it's Ramsdale up against Matisse Tell. Well, how does Johnson not get the hat-trick penalty? I just do not understand that. Here comes Tell looking for his first Premier League goal. Tall striker steps up, right-footed, and then beats Ramsdale, scores the goal. Spurs win the game. Southampton are relegated from the Premier League. And that is very strange. And the referee blows the whistle. Saints kick off. Why Michael Salisbury is continuing to play. That is it. So the game is over. Tottenham Hotspur beat Southampton by 3-1. It is the final nail in Southampton's relegation coffin. An ignominious, embarrassing return to the top flight ends after 31 Premier League games of the season. They are the quickest team to ever be officially heading back down to the second tier of English football after a 25th defeat in 31 matches.